E pessoal, subiu a mais um vídeo. Hoje iremos reagir a Comédia Divina from Taka. This is a Dante song, and I understand that this song might be a bit weird and confusing. However, I love that. I love when music is confusing because it gives me a great opportunity to try to analyze it and try to understand it. But I really like Dante's character. I think his story is really fascinating. I believe he was an occultist and then he joined the organization after realizing that he's been tricked. And I'm very excited. This is a really interesting character and I'm very excited. Let's get into it.
Escute todas as músicas do Drop a ordem de forma cronológica para melhor experiência. Link da playlist na descrição.
This is already a very powerful piano.
Às vezes nós buscamos o desconhecido como parente próximo. Parênteses no próximo, do fogo vem o óbvio, do ódio nasce ótimo motivo pra tentar. Da tristeza do IB, do meu respaldo pra
I think this is my first time hearing Taka's music. He may have been on another project, so maybe I have heard him. But if this is my first time hearing him, I love his voice. It's deep, it's menacing, and it's powerful. That beginning piano was already so powerful, and his voice matches it perfectly.
Óbvio do ódio nasce ótimo motivo pra tentar. Da tristeza do IB, do meu respaldo pra eu não posso te trazer pra cá do paraíso. Que eu não posso sofrer tanto no meu purgatório. Que eu não quero voltar pro inferno só pra me tocar. Que a comédia é só uma vírgula que não é divina. Meu coração sofreu mais do que podia suportar, mas ele já não é tão fraco como um dia fora. As chamas não são tão bonitas pra eu as encarar. Que a minha Jasmine consiga um dia descansar. Não confie em mim, não confie em ti. Não confie em quem brinca com outro lado e que flerta com um absurdo. Na surdina tem rituais que fazem bem. No fim não sobrou ninguém. Fogo e fogo no orfanato. 3 de nós saímos de lá. Vida que seguia, 2 de nós passa a se amar. Pura fantasia, 1 de nós teve que morrer. Outro influencia a esperança no oculto. Não passou de uma anestesia. Que as boas intenções.
This song is by far the most menacing song I've listened to. I say menacing in a good way because there's a certain level of uneasiness that I feel. I love how he describes the fire, talking about how the orphanage was burned down and this fire, seeing fire traumatizes him. So I love the way he describes that moment. I also love how he talks about trust and he talks about how he doesn't trust anyone anymore. Or it's something along those lines, because I know that because he was an occultist, a lot of the people did not trust him. They were cold and distant from him. So I love how it both talks about how he doesn't trust maybe himself, maybe he doesn't trust his peers, but also talks about how his peers don't trust him. So there's already a lot to discuss.
No oculto não passou de uma anestesia. Que as boas intenções explicações bastassem, mas erros cometidos não saem da mente facilmente quando fazem. Que as minhas desculpas bastassem pela criança e seu marido. A desconjuração foi uma mensagem. Que me prendam, não confie mais em mim. Que me odeie, juro não vou ressentir. Se eu me lembro, ó querida Beatriz, não pergunte, espero que seja feliz. Memórias no orfanato vêm em massa, muitos que morreram, outros ameaçar. Veja em sua mente que está sofrendo. A verdade cega e é como veneno. A Beatriz que me levasse ao paraíso, mas não fosse antes de mim. Na colina onde íamos, onde a vista é bela e as memórias são boas. Descanse em paz. Você tava sofrendo.
I think this is by far the best instrumental I've heard from the series. I love it not just because of the instruments used, but I love how powerful it is. It's almost too powerful. And usually I would not like that. I usually would prefer to listen to the artist's voice. But I believe that the way that this was mixed, it strikes a great balance of a powerful instrumental, but still being able to hear the artist. The instrumental, I feel like, should be powerful because this is from Dante's perspective. Dante was someone who was led astray. He was tricked and he realized that he was just a puppet. So these powerful instrumentals mixed with his emotions, it's almost constricting. Like, I don't have enough room to breathe. And when you pair that powerful instrumental with Dante's real emotions, it's so perfect. I love how you can hear the sadness and the distraught in his voice when he talks about Beatrice and when he talks about wanting to be arrested. This is such an amazing song, and I think Shiny, he mixed this, and I think Shiny did a fantastic job of mixing this one. This one is incredible.
Descanse em paz. Você tava sofrendo e não via. E agora eu não posso ver nada. É ironia do destino. É realmente uma divina comédia. Desde que isso começou, extraíram o meu pior. Desde que você morreu, tudo parece pior. Então, quer dizer que eu fui peão esse tempo todo, dia em mente a desconjuração. Controlado pelo que eu só gastei meu tempo em vão. Perdi amigos em vão, eu lutei tanto em vão. Não, absurdo ou não, olha na minha cara e mente. Coragem pra essa conduta, eu não confio no que fala então. Decadência puta. Desocílio na porrada, vamos tentar tudo ou nada. Uma luta contra scriptas que ganham o anfitrião. O pior purgatório que existe na terra. O pior dos infernos que eu vi foi a morte. Mesmo vendo não consigo explicar minha queda. De onde eu tô, paraíso parece tão longe. Batalhas e batalhas somente pra esse momento. Foram árduas, memoráveis, mas eu entendo. A visita aos meus amigos após passar pelo inferno. Droga, por que eu tô no cemitério?
Wow, what a way to wrap up Dante's story. Ending it at the cemetery, where I believe this is when Elizabeth died. There's already so much that I really enjoyed about Dante's song. I think musically, Dante's song was probably my favorite one so far. I love the mixture of classical music and then ending it with that more rock style. I feel like it fits Dante's character as well. Dante is described as someone who is really calm and stoic. The only time the characters saw him be emotional was after Beatrice's death, I believe. So I love the way he was able to use that emotion and to make it more powerful. That was incredible. And I could see why Dante's song is confusing. There's so many details, and I feel like unless you are a big fan of the series, you might not understand it. But for me, though, as someone who just likes the music and has a very basic understanding, I don't think not understanding the music, I don't think that's an issue. I love it when music is weird. I love it when there's so many meanings because that's what music is. Music is a form of expression, and sometimes feelings are hard to express. So that is beautiful. A perfect song for an amazing character. So thank you all so much for watching. I think right now, Dante has my favorite song. So I can't wait to see what the other characters' songs are going to be like. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I get to see you all in my next Ordem Paranormal reaction. Until then, obrigado por assistir. Simply Ordinary. Howdy.